the four of us are going to play a game. Today, right now, we're going to spend 500k on a wedding.
Oh,
So we're going to go
spend
around
that easy.
and everybody's going to say one thing, but you're allowed to be challenged by other people in the room.
If I had that budget, real flowers, fresh flowers.
Yeah.
How much would fresh flowers cost?
Some budgets, you can run like 40, 50 on fresh flowers.
bride's dress and a bridesmaid's dresses, we are doing 50k all in.
Castle plus catering, 100.
100
Yeah.
Photography and videography.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
custom made suits.
Hey people, welcome back to the Bread and Butter podcast. You're here with myself, Tayo.
And myself, Emmanuel.
And today we got a very, very, very special episode for you. A festive episode, Iman, innit?
A festive episode, really special. I have to say that so I don't end up on the couch. You know what I mean?
It hasn't been done before. But before we even get into it, I just want you guys to say your name. Not even who you are, just say your name first for the audio listeners. So,
I'm Antoinette.
I'm Miriam.
and if you guys don't know already, if you haven't been following Iman and I's journey, you'd have clocked by now if you listen on audio. We're joined by our wives today. Let's give that a round of applause, man. Special. Iman said, yay! He really doesn't want to end up on the couch.
Want it. She cooks for me.
A pleasure to have you guys on, man. It's been overdue. We speak so much off air.
Yeah.
So this is just going to be very, very comfortable as well. Isn't it?
Yeah.
When we link up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How you guys doing today, though?
Good.
Good. Tired, as
Yeah.
usual. It's like a normal state of being. But
Story of my life, tired.
Try. Iman and
Yeah.
I are tired also, but our
Yes.
audience don't know it.
They don't know.
Well, we're the whole city. You
Yeah,
guys
we
are
know
allowed
how to hide
decide.
it.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
we got to hide it. We got to hide it. I got a little icebreaker for us to get started, innit? It's kind of inspired by Don't Tell My Wife podcast and twist added on from For Me, Big Up For Me.
Big up for me every time.
Big Up For Me every time. So, not for Iman and I, for Mims and Antoinette, yeah? Tell us and the audience of a time where your husband has annoyed you this week.
Oh gosh.
Iman, we can't respond as well.
I feel like I've been good this week. You might need longer. You might need a month. Do I even annoy you?
oh,
Have I annoyed you this year?
Wow.
I'm on best
Do
behavior.
a month if you need to. Do a month if you need to. Just
If we need to go back to like 2022, it's cool.
let's not go to that far
'Cause
back.
I'm a good guy.
No.
do you know what it is? I'm a good guy, but you know when you know you're annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yeah.
you know when you
At
know
least
you're
you know.
annoying. Like you know you're good at it. In fact,
No, I
I'm
don't.
good at annoying. I'm good at being annoying.
It depends on what you
Facts.
call annoying, like, because there's things I do every day.
Yes. There's things you do every day.
Okay.
We went from 2022 to every day.
But that's not annoying. That's life. That's my love language.
Nah, word. Go on, anything?
Go on.
Oh gosh. I don't know if I can even say it. Because, yeah, it's his love language. So,
What, to be annoying?
no,
What
his
do you want to
actions.
say? So my actions. So I like to touch my wife all the time without fail, and she finds it extremely annoying, especially when I touch her nipples. And I'm always trying to. I told her
Hey,
I was a
listen.
breastfed baby, so I love
That's
breasts.
your excuse.
That's my.
That's your excuse.
I
don't like it.
So she'll just be sitting next to me, and I'll just. And she's like, "I'm not a fidget spinner. I'm not your de-stressor. Stop." And I'm just like, "This is my life."
So, yeah, this is a daily occurrence.
Daily occurrence.
Every
Like,
time
we
she-
literally end up fighting. And then eventually he'll be like, I'm tired. You scratched too much on my
She
skin
literally
off
wears
now."
a bra in the house because of me.
Chai,
That is how bad I am.
We don't have a rating on this episode, but we have to adjust it. We have to adjust
This is
it.
a rated 18
We have to
episode.
adjust this, you know.
So yeah, that's it. It's like an everyday thing. All
Every
day,
day.
every day.
Without fail.
No matter where. Yeah. That's it.
Love language.
Love language. And do you have anything? If you don't have anything, that's fine as well, you know. Sometimes.
No, I think we're actually still beefing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, here we go. Go on.
So I feel like he does this thing, yeah, where, and this might be a me problem, but I feel like you've known me for so long that I shouldn't have to tell you certain things.
Oh, this is all
Here we
women.
go.
All women.
So we were getting ready to go to a wedding literally yesterday, Saturday, and I was like fidgeting around and listen, getting ready, hair, makeup, all of that stuff with
Plus
two
kids.
kids.
Yep.
Like, I feel like I can't even complain because I've got 2, you have 4. So I can't even imagine what that's like. And sometimes I feel like, so for example, Livy was upstairs in our bedroom while I was getting ready. Now that's going to set me back about an hour. Do you get what I mean? Because she's fidgeting, she wants to do the makeup, she's messing up my room. And then he'll come upstairs and be like, why aren't you ready? It's like, well, you could have held the kids for me.
I hear it.
Do you get what I mean?
I hear it.
And I just feel like, nah.
But you could have just said, babe, come take the kids.
I did.
We haven't spoken about it, Iman.
I did.
Iman, we haven't spoken about it.
I did. I was shouting
How did you know?
from the top of my
we live the same
lungs.
life.
I was shouting from the top of my
We
lungs.
don't want to make the whole episode about this. So can we just ask one more question?
Right.
Did you have did you have proof of that I'd heard you?
No, do you know what? Do you know
No.
what?
This is like we're living the same life. We're living the same life, my bro.
You didn't respond.
She does the same thing.
I'm not aware
I feel
of
like
what
we've
you're
been set
upset
up.
about.
I feel
You
like
haven't
we've been set up.
He
communicated.
does the same.
I didn't
feel
hear
like
it.
we've
And he'll
set
say
up.
She
to
was
me,
crazy as well, Iman.
Did you answer me? Did I answer you? If I didn't answer, I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you.
How would I hear?
She got 4
Okay,
feet. She
so
was
you
crazy
know,
at the same
so
time, Iman,
you've
as
got
well.
one child downstairs. You know
Yeah.
that I'm getting ready. Oh, where's Livy?
No.
Let me see if let
We
me
can't
see.
take
if-
the whole episode on this, so we have to
Alright.
we have to
I
wrap
feel
up.
like
But
I feel like we've been set up.
but I
We
will
do
have
the
to.
same.
What I do have to say
We have to
is that Livy came downstairs to get the hairdryer.
Yeah.
So that means you had a form of communication, if not mobile.
Yeah.
You sent the person down. So, but anyways, look, I'll hold my hand up. I don't know what I'm holding my hand up to, but I'll hold my hand up. Guys, let's move on. So, glad to have you guys on the same way. We're going to talk about a few things. People want to hear about marriage. They got a little insight.
Yeah.
But as you can see, guys, we're still laughing and joking. Get me? They're still loving the air in it. Let's talk about the realities of marriage versus what people think it is and what it actually is in it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I don't mind starting off with you. You can just have an open conversation because for me, I feel like people have misconceptions about marriage. 2, actually. The people that don't want to get married are kind of like, they don't really feel marriage. Like, why would I get married? And to those people, I'd say there's huge benefits of being married in it. But probably the one that I want to focus on is the people that think that it's a dream world, which it is to a certain extent. But what the point that I'm trying to make is that marriage isn't something that you get into and it's perfect because you're married. You literally have to work on it every day.
Yeah.
Similar to the way that you'd have to work on everything else that's worth having in this life every day. I believe that people think that you get married to the person you love and then you put it on cruise control and then you just get to your destination, basically, where it actively needs involvement. You have to remind yourself, okay, cool, what does my husband or wife love, or what do they not love, or what can we do to ensure that we're still working towards this? But I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. Do you feel the same, or do you see a lot of that? Or
I definitely agree with it's not something that is that you just put on cruise control. It's definitely something that you have to be extremely intentional and active with as well. And I do feel like if you're not counseled through that or taught that from pre-marriage stage, then you will find yourself in a sticky situation when things aren't working out because there's just this assumption of, okay, we're married now, we've made it. You haven't even started,
It's just
sis.
started.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's just started. So I definitely agree with that. And you have to be, I feel like the word intentional, such a, what do you call it?
Buzzword at the moment, but
yeah,
there is
but
meaning behind it.
Yeah, and you have to be. What marriage is, a part of what marriage is saying is that this is the person that I've chosen to spend my life with. Every single day of my life, my God-given life now is shared with you. What does that mean? What does that look like? Do you get? And if you think you can just go on it on cruise control, it won't work.
Yeah, facts.
And just a point about getting counselling for it, 100% get marriage counselling, but please get counselling from people who are telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Not we're Christians and we all follow the Bible, and sometimes when you go to marriage counselling, especially Christian marriage counselling, they use the Bible to teach you, but that's not real life, in the sense of when you're in your home, your husband, you guys could be reading from the same Bible, have different interpretations.
Yeah.
So go and speak to people who are living married life, not Christian married life in the sense, and I mean Christian married life in the sense of, because God says this, that's how it has to be.
Yeah, like
that's
not textbook,
yeah,
basically. Yeah.
That's a lie. You have to speak to friends who've been married for a long time, who are living in this world today, and say, what is that like? How have you navigated this? Go to marriage counselling from people that are outside of your circle, so you get a different perspective on that as well, because you don't know everything, and your pastor, God bless your pastor, but they will give you marriage counselling based on biblical teaching, which somewhat it's not realistic in today's world. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do get that perspective. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that it depends who you're getting it from as well.
True.
Sometimes you might get someone who really knows how to put it into a life perspective and gives you that insight. But I think that what you're saying is really, really interesting. Something that we speak about a lot, even when we're not talking about marriage, which is your surroundings. Like, when you're a married person, I think you're absolutely right. Like, even if they're, in my opinion, even if they're a Christian or not, it's good to get an insight from people that are married and have been married for a long time. It's like we talk about with any business, isn't it? Like, before you start, and not to compare marriage to business, but before you start, it's like, what does good look like? All right, let me be around what good looks like. Let me what gems can I learn? Like, because people are scared to learn, innit? It's like, what gems can I learn from someone that has been married for a long time, innit? Well, obviously, that's why me and Ant are around you guys, because you get OGs, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I think what you said, like, I think marriage, the problem with today's society is that marriage is like a business. It's very transactional. It's very much, what do you bring? How much is your worth?
Yeah.
I do this. The
What
value
do you
of
bring
what
to
I
the
do.
table? I am the table.
And it's not about that. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes we value, okay, I do this. This is worth this much. You do that. That's worth that much.
It's a slippery slope.
Like, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a slippery
It's a
slope. Do you know why?
problem.
Because when there's any change, all of a sudden, it's a madness. It's a madness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and I think that a lot of young people, not even in marriage, but just in like dating today, like, sometimes you got to be like, I can only speak for men, innit? But sometimes like men might base their dating decisions on how much they earn. And how much they earn is one thing, but how much they earn relative to the woman. So they might, I'm sorry to say it, but I'll say it, innit? It happens, innit? There's certain men that will see a woman driving a Range Rover and be like, oh, I can't chat to her. Why are you laughing?
Because it's true.
Bro, it's life, bro.
But why?
It's about
It's
own
mad.
eyes, bro.
It's a mad
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
mentality.
It's a mad mentality, because you're saying two things then, in my opinion, innit? You're saying that one, your value is based on how much you earn. And then the second thing is like, on the flip side, it's like you're saying that you want a woman that isn't, I don't know what to say. Is it not necessarily isn't ambitious, because I agree with that, but more so you want a woman that doesn't have money.
Yeah.
And why is that? So you could be the one with the money. So what does that say about the relationship that you want to do with it? You want to
Control.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it, but I'm not saying that's definitely the case, but to a certain extent, that's where it can stem from. And I always say that, similar, the reason why I jumped in with you, man, is that the reason why those things can be dangerous as well is that things change in a relationship as well.
Yeah.
So if you believe that you can control because of money,
But it's
when you
that
don't
way
have
around.
money, or when it's the other way around, it's game done.
Yeah. No, it's so important, and that's why I feel like even with like our marriage, like there's been times man's been on the floor, but the respect level, the way you would never know from the outside that the money's gone down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the relationship is not based on who has more money,
Yeah.
or my wife is not listening to me because I have more money or less money. That has nothing to do with the equation. She trusts in what I say and what I do, and she always has her way to say and her opinion and so forth. And she's very good at making me feel like I'm in control.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Even though she knows what is going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
It's good.
But in the beginning, I never knew. After these years of being around, I'm like, oh, so this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Let me feel like I'm in control, even though this is the decision you wanted us to make from the very onset.
Yeah.
I think what's another perspective as well that I have with why certain marriages don't work out or why people don't want to marry is that I genuinely sometimes don't think that you guys even like each other. Like, and I feel like liking that person is separate from loving that person, right? Because things are gonna happen where you're gonna argue, you're gonna get upset with each other, things are gonna happen, and even aside from that, children, jobs, like we were talking about, change, certain things happen, but are the core foundations there of like and friendship and like partnership? And I remember when I told my dad about Tayo when we were like wanting to get married and stuff like that, and my dad said to me, do you like him? Like, and he compared my relationship with him to my relationship with my best friend at the time. And I was thinking, like, what are you doing? But with hindsight now, he made a fantastic point. You wouldn't want to get into an argument with your best friend, fall out with her, and lose that friendship, right? You guys have spent years growing together. You've gone to school together. You've graduated together. You've built that foundation. Do you have that with him? And is that something that you want to have? Is there a like there? Is there a basis there? Because if you take love out of the situation, which can happen because of certain things, if you like that person, you're always going to want to be around him. And I feel like a lot of people don't even like the person they're dating or want to marry.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
I remember, like, what you just said is so much facts, because I remember there was a time when me and Mims had a rough time, and it felt like this is gonna end. Then the pandemic, you know, like for a lot of people, pandemic was the worst thing. For us, pandemic saved us.
Yeah.
Because pandemic meant I couldn't work anymore, so I had to be at home. The kids were at home. We're all at home. And then I realised I really like this person.
That part.
We actually get on. We can actually vibe. See, where other people are like, oh, I'm with my partner, or going crazy. We were having the most jokes. Like, it was it reminded me of when we courting, like, and just used to see each other all the time and spend time. We didn't have that because life was just making us go all over the place. And I think that's when we realised that actually, as much as obviously when we get back into the real world, we have to create time for us to just be friends and just
100%.
have fun and do the things that we like to do rather than the things we have to do. Because like you said, sometimes there's not going to be love because, not even because of her, just having kids.
Let's speak on it.
Because having kids, a decision that my wife might make with the best intentions, I might completely disagree, or something might go wrong, and now I'm vexed because this has happened. Not even your fault. It's just kids being kids. Now we're in A&E. Like, I've got so many things to do. Like, why am I here? Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like these things happen, and you know, and sometimes the love is great, but do you like that person? And that's the thing. I always feel like I can't replace my best friend, like you said, like your dad was saying. I can't, like, I can get, like, you can get remarried, right? But you see me and Mims, I can't get that again. Because what we've been through and the things we share and the way that we can be in a place and I can look at her and we can have a whole conversation without saying nothing. That one is too entrenched, and I don't think I'll even be able to open my heart again to do that.
Even allow something like that
to happen. Do you know what I mean?
It makes it's like impossible, basically. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's funny as well. I think that people also just need to just pay attention to things as well. Pay attention to what you want from a marriage as well. Like, because I remember back when I was in the corporate world, innit? And I remember, like, you know, like 2 levels above you, the bosses that have like their office. This was back when I worked in banking, innit? And then, like, I used to chat to them, you know, like I can talk to anyone, innit? And then Donnie will like work late intentionally, so that when he gets home, everyone's sleeping. And it's like, I just used to think that, bruv, marriage ain't easy. Like, you're going through marriage and everything just so you could, and you're having kids, just so you could duck your whole family.
Yeah,
like,
that's insane.
It's brazy. Like, but it's insane, but it's so, I'm sure you know from corporate, it's so common.
Bare man don't want to go home.
That's insane.
Like, they work late. How can I work?
Acting like they're working late because I've seen it where man's bosses even said, listen, you don't even have to hand that in, don't worry. And man was like, no. Because man don't want to go home.
And that goes back to what you don't like being at home. You don't.
Yeah, you're paying all the bills in the yard. Everybody's living off the work that you do.
And you don't even want to be there.
That's mad.
You don't want to be there. Imagine wanting to work more than go home. Like,
no.
It's impossible.
Mental.
No.
It's impossible.
It's mental.
It's crazy because what you said about COVID, and I remember we were having a conversation where it's like we don't even want to say it too loud because obviously COVID was a tough period for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I always say that was probably one of my favourite times, like just being at home all the time, constantly.
Watching best series.
It was such a vibe.
It was a vibe.
And then it was such a vibe. And then
We only had one child.
Do you know what? That's what I was like. Yeah, I was pregnant with Livy at the time, so it was just us two.
Yeah.
And then you got your contract and your job with Channel 4 soon after things started to open. And then it was the complete reverse, where we went from being in the house together every single day, then you being away 2-3 times a week. And it was like, damn, I felt that because the COVID times was so lit.
Yeah.
It's interesting as well, yeah. Just on the point that I was making as well. There's something that, I mean, some people may find controversial, but I feel like I'm speaking from a place of experience when I say that. I don't be telling people, but mostly when I speak to parents, like many parents as well, I'm like, generally, when it comes to having children, yeah, I feel like people should only have children if they're 100% sure they want kids, basically. It shouldn't be something like, you know how they say, oh yeah, you grow up, you buy a house, you get married, you have... Listen, because I've been, and I'm not speaking about myself, I've been 100% sure I want kids my whole life, and I still am that way today. But I feel like if I didn't have that, certain times with kids, it's kind of like, bro, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's only, I'm cool with it because I know I want kids all my whole life. But if I was like 50-50, bro, I'll be in the trenches right now.
Nah, I know exactly what you mean, because I always knew I wanted 4.
You are insane.
I always knew I wanted 4 children. Don't ask me why. I always knew. So even now, some days I look at my life and I'm like, 4. And then my brain is like, you wanted this. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just go upstairs, close the door, take a breath, and then come back and then deal with it.
I say to Mims all the time, the respect that I have for you, top tier, because 2 kids, and I feel like I'm in the trenches sometimes, and they're good girls.
Yeah.
So I know, and your kids are like perfect. Literally, we'll go to church, we'll go to an event, and they're all sat
next to
each other in a back straight. Like, you've got good, like, the way
you've
raised your children, and 4 of them, like, hats off to you both, because it's not easy at all.
No, but you don't understand the way Mims thought, man. You see, like, I had 2 boys. I was done. I've got 2 boys.
Yeah.
Then we had a girl. Then it's okay. We got 2 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
This 4th one,
determined.
Think about the 4th year, that there's no surprises. You got the girls.
Shit, the way Mims was like, God told me it's gonna be a girl.
Mate.
I told me I do. We're good. I'm see Mims there. She's looking at it from the point of she wanted 4. God told her it's gonna be a girl. She said she saw our girl playing with the boys. Ellie was becoming a bit more tomboy. She's like, no, she needs a girl. She needs a sister. I'm looking at the bills like, are you okay?
Whoosh.
Are you well?
Oof.
Like, where are they going? Like, where are we going to put this? This is a different car that you now need. I'm calculating everything. I'm saying, no. With today's, I remember when Mims was, she could tell the story. She didn't know how to tell me that she was pregnant for the 4th one.
Swear.
What? She didn't know how to tell me.
I don't know this story.
Oh, God. So we went to Portugal, right, for a wedding, which is where Mia was conceived. And then I came back and I just felt off because I didn't think it could happen. But learning more about female health and stuff, I realized, okay, I know why it happened. But at the time, I was like, there's no way it could happen. But even then, it was like an accident. It wasn't like intention. It wasn't planned. Like, we'd never planned any of our kids. But this one, it definitely wasn't planned. And I remember I came home and I gave him the test. And he was like, what is this?
Why are you still holding on to this? Why are you still holding on to this from
this one? Why are you bringing this back?
I gave him and he was like, I'm pregnant. And I was scared to tell him, I'm not even going to lie, because we had literally been arguing. And this was like 3 years down the line. So it's not even like it was a year after. Recent, like, we had a break. We were coming to the point where I was like, okay, let me just give it up. It's fine, whatever. Wow. And this guy looked at me like I told him that flipping Arsenal got relegated to the 2nd team or whatever. I don't even understand. And he just looks at me. We just argued. We literally argued.
I remember the first thing and you see that sometimes.
That part.
Something that takes 2.
Mate, the way we argued,
No, you know what it is that Mims gave me the thing. Mims told me you know what? Because of my system and the ovulation, I can't get pregnant right now. She calculated it wrong, basically. So I have now thought, you've trapped, man. You've wanted this 4 kids. You've told man that we can't get pregnant,
and now you're
pregnant. So I'm vexed.
You wanted to believe it so badly.
I've said, no, you've done me dirty. You've literally, obviously, and then obviously at that time, this is where sometimes I feel like, as men, yeah, sometimes we're so in the moment and in the, this is how things are supposed to be. I've literally just said to her, see this kid, yeah, when this kid comes, make sure you got your half for this kid. Remember, I've got 3 kids already. I'm paying everything. It's nothing. See this kid, I said, make sure you got that. How could I even say that in my own money?
You said it. Make sure you make your own money.
I made make my sure own you money. Bake them cake. I was so raggle. You know when I've said it, I've prayed God to forgive me. Like you know, like I was so angry. I was like, make sure you make. I never make sure you can bring your own for this extra child that I can't afford. Because you don't understand, as a man, the pressure to provide, it's a lot.
No one to turn to
so
as well.
As women, like it's exactly. There's no one to turn to. You see, like my wife, yeah. If she's in financial difficulties, you know, I can come to Eman. Eman will support. Bro, I am the buck stops here. There's no one to say, yo, big man. It's me. Yeah. I am big man. Yeah. So when you're now saying this kid, for you're thinking it's a child, I'm going to look after. I'm thinking, from where is the money coming from? I'm already struggling with the 3. Like, and this is where sometimes as a person of faith, like when they say God never gives you more than you can handle.
Facts.
I should have been calm. I should have been that, because when I've now grown up, and this is why I say sometimes you feel like you're an adult because you're in your 20s or whatever. Like it's only like I'd say till I got to like 30 something that I realized I was an adult. Like in my although you are an adult over 18 and plus, you're still a child. Like because when you understand when you become married, you have kids, you really understand the sacrifice an adult has to make.
Yeah.
The things adults have to do.
Yeah.
Like while you're still single, while you're still able to do, like, get up and do your own thing, you don't really understand. And so when I had to really deep like what was going on, like now I understand God provided. Not only did God provided more. Like there's no day that we've gone without. There's no day that anything we've needed is there. Like Art Swims, there's times where it's got to the 29th of the month where like bills have got to be paid. You see email come in, payment has just landed from this thing that you did how long ago? It will drop. Like God has never let, and it's like, and when I look at my daughter, she completes our family. Like the house is not the same. Like when she's sick and she's sleeping and she's quiet, everyone's like, where's Mia? Where's Mia? The house is not the same. And so sometimes it's like, you look at the financial and you say that, but you have to also understand that like we're a team and God will provide, and you know, we're better for it.
Amen.
Thanks, amen. Thank you for sharing, guys. So guys, we're going to do something, right? We're going to go back to the wedding, innit?
Oh God.
Back to the weddings in general. I was going to ask about our weddings, but we're not going to do that. Has anyone seen, I haven't seen it actually, but has anyone seen the woman on social media saying that she's going to spend 500k on a wedding?
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
I haven't seen it. Tell me about it. Give me the blurb first.
I can't even remember have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do you know the blurb? Just give me the high level blurb.
No, so
she asked the question.
She was talking with the my man Paul Bridges. Speaking to Paul, and he's talking about weddings, isn't it? And he was asking her like, so what do you need for your wedding? What's the minimum? And she just said 500k.
I think I've seen that. It's quite old. Yeah, it's not recent. It's not old.
It's not old. It's kind of recent.
It's like, I said in the last few weeks.
Okay, last few months.
Yeah, a few months or so.
Okay, cool.
It's recent. So
what I'm gonna do here is that the 4 of us are gonna play a game. Today, right now, we're gonna spend 500k on a wedding.
Oh,
so we're gonna go around.
That easy.
And everybody's going to say one thing, but you're allowed to be challenged by other people in the room. So we're talking about a wedding in London. So if you say venue 200k, I'm going to ask you what venue you're talking about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's go. Ladies first. Answer it. I'm trying to use figures that it's easy for us to count up. I'll use my calculator at the same time, so you ain't got to say the figure. All right? So just start with anything. Let's start spending some money.
All right, decor. If I've got 500k... decor, I'm slapping about 60k.
I think that's feasible. I think you can get a decor for 60 head.
You definitely
Well,
can.
If I had that budget, real flowers, fresh flowers.
Yeah.
How much would fresh flowers cost?
Some budgets, you can run like 40, 50 on fresh flowers.
As
Trust
in,
me.
like, to cover decor and stuff.
To cover decor,
Yeah.
bouquet,
So
boutonnieres,
the vice was in the that's covered in the 60s.
church.
Yeah.
That's covered in the 60s. So let's
Church.
are we
No,
fair to-
no.
So do flowers alone because that's part decor.
Yeah, flowers alone.
Flowers alone.
Yes.
How much?
Sorry, no.
Flowers where?
Oh,
Sis,
you're not
flower-
kidding. You're serious. You
Flower-
don't know.
£40,000 of
Yes.
flowers alone.
What?
Yes.
No, but
But we
where-
already got in the decor though.
No, the decor is just tables and chairs and linen.
So I'm talking.
No,
when
she's
I
talking
say
about that floral
decor,
centerpiece.
like
Are you
taking flowers
I
as
remember.
well?
Do you remember our wedding? I was so delusional. I said I wanted flowers coming from the
There was
dance
that
floor.
alone.
I wanted the
That
mirror
Adriana,
dance
whatever they
floor.
call it.
Oh, Jenny,
I wanted
yeah. She loved them
When
flowers.
they gave us the quote, I said, forget it.
yeah. Flowers alone. If you go a high-end florist, you can spend 40k on flowers.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's do 20 to add it in.
yeah.
Because
Because
flowers is going to be in hers, and she's referring to flowers.
like the
Not that
tables,
you can't
the
spend 40k on
walls,
flowers,
the
but she's including flowers in
ceilings,
hers as well.
The whole ceiling will be full of
Yeah.
flowers dangling from the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Okay.
20k on flowers. Aye.
E.
What would I've got to have a cars. So like yeah, we're gonna have a nice cars that we. So obviously we got the nice limo that we're in, but then we got the cars behind for the man them.
For the groomsmen and
For the
that.
groomsmen and-
Rentals covered.
Yeah, rentals.
Rentals covered.
Rentals.
How much?
I'd say probably what for a day, probably what 2 bags. Yeah, probably 10 cars. So what 2 bags of car.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
20 bucks, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're
Nice.
at 80.
Okay. Makes sense.
Oh, you're late. 60, 20,
100, sorry.
100.
I'm going to go stationery.
Yeah.
So when I say stationery, I'm talking menu. Yeah? I'm talking orders of service. I'm talking the names. Maybe we're going to print it on some triple back paper or something.
The seating
Printing.
plan.
What do you call it?
seeing
Calligraphy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to handwrite everything.
Yeah.
Handwritten.
Hey, we got 500 bucks to spend.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So stationery, you can spend 20 bucks on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got a way to go, guys.
Got a long way to go.
So are the rings included in
Ring.
that?
You could not.
No.
Go on.
Does that include the engagement ring as well?
Because the gauging ring could
Do
be.
people put that in the wedding cost?
Nah,
No,
that's
I
not
think
the
it's got to
wedding
be the
cost.
bands.
Just
The
the
bands.
bands.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, let's think about it logically. If I've got 500k to spend on a wedding, then my engagement ring would have been brazy anyway.
At least 20.
Can I
Yeah.
pause though? Sometimes people got 500k to spend on a wedding, but it's not relative to how much they earn or they
No,
got.
but
Yeah.
it must like let's.
It must be, yeah, I'm
there
with you,
must
I'm
be
with you.
some
Yeah, there must be. Yeah, come on.
synergy there. So let's say wedding bands. Both of our wedding bands.
Platinum, diamond.
Platinum, diamonds, clear cut, whatever it's called, number one, clarity, the clearest,
Yeah.
whatever, the diamond spackling. Both of our rings, let's go for 50k.
Okay, that's feasible.
Venue. Ooh. Mate, you can get married in a castle.
Oof.
Castle.
And one of them ones where every single room is accessible. You know, sometimes when you go to like
They only
a
wanna give you one
venue,
room.
they say they want to give you the, what's it called, the marquee.
Yeah.
And then you might have like one room for drinks reception. No, every single room available.
For venue, because of venues I know, you have to add the catering because they'll only come with
That
approved catering. So if we do venue and catering together,
Ooh. Let's split the cost though. Because
venue
we'll just
alone,
do-
if you're doing a castle, and they might tell you that they want you have to hire for the weekend. In the UK,
Aye. Bibs can spend money, you know.
She's
She's good at it.
No problem. No problem.
She's good at it.
At all.
We do these conversations in the group chat. Lindsay's thinking out of the box, but they'll also tell you have to take it for the weekend.
yeah. No, do you know why I say that? Because
No, you're right.
I was looking at venues abroad, like because a lot of people are getting married in abroad and stuff. And when you go to like Lake Como, they're telling you 450k for the venue.
Sorry?
Yes,
The budget
no,
for the venue.
Just
yes.
the venue.
It's crazy.
Lake Como, 450.
What's going on there then?
Who sent you? Who sent
I
you?
just seen it. Those Instagram reels. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I've never been
Mate,
there, but I know it would be bands.
Nah, there's venues out there that's how much they
Okay,
charge.
madam.
But this
Castle,
one in the UK, Castle plus catering, 100.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's feasible. That makes sense. Not feasible, but it makes sense. 270.
Suits.
Yeah,
so the man them suits. We're not getting no higher. We're getting Oswald Boateng.
Jeez, big up Oscar.
Custom made.
Custom made
suits. So them suits is not going to be a joke. If we got 10 groomsmen, yeah. So I'd probably say I think his suits are expensive. Probably say like 50K.
Ish.
No,
Nah.
that's too much.
How much
Too
is
much.
for a suit?
5K per
5K for a
suit.
suit? No. Oswald Boateng.
Nah, it can't be 5 bags of suit.
Nah, his suits are expensive.
Like
Man.
a bag.
No,
Maybe 2 bags of suit.
only 2.
And how many groomsmen are we saying?
10.
Are you including shoes in that as
I'm
well?
talking
if you're,
3
If
piece.
you're adding shoes,
Should we say 3 bags?
Free
Okay,
then.
3 bags.
3 bags plus
shoes.
So what's that? 30 bags, yeah?
30 bags.
Okay, cool. 300. I'm gonna go brazy.
go on.
I'm spending 100 bags.
On.
I'm spending 100 bags.
On.
Photography and videography.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
There's one, and I know who we're going to as well.
Nah, we'll go peeker than that.
Swear.
Well, there must be peeker than that. Out. Because
100
there's
bags?
people that we know that used him. That didn't spend 500 bags on a wedding.
Yeah. True.
Do you get what I'm trying
True.
to say?
100.
True.
You could do more.
Yeah.
People today can spend.
Yeah.
But there's probably
For
man
the
that I know
whole
that spend
weekend that we're at the castle for.
Bro,
for a weekend
talk
at
about the
Castle.
drone.
Yeah.
The drone.
Before you
Oh,
come in there, plan the drone
Yeah.
in the roofs.
Yeah.
Bro, remember
Upon
remember
arrival,
media
And then
have
you
an
need,
unlimited cost
you
as well.
need multiple shooters as
Yeah.
well.
Bro, when you go on
but
set,
you've gone
some of these
too
man
far.
got.
Because that takes us to 400.
Bro, we got to
No,
think.
you've got to.
We've got you.
100 bags.
Yeah, for the whole weekend.
There's not many
And
things that's going to
there's
be
a
way more
stipulation that
expensive
you
than
have to
thing
get your
anyway.
stuff within 30 days.
To be fair, should we go 80? I don't want it to be the same price as the venue.
Okay.
You want to
But
spend the
that's
same
including
price on.
catering though.
True. Yeah, let's leave it at 100.
And you're going to feed the whole staff for the
100
weekend as
media,
well.
100 grand.
Yeah, I agree.
Go on. Guys, we've got 100K left, yeah?
Does that include? So when you say media, so that's the
Photography, videography, everything with
sound,
Everything,
Sound, yeah,
DJ,
sound as well,
everything.
DJ.
Yeah. We'll wrap that in as well.
Does the catering include drink?
Yeah. Ooh.
Right.
All right, it doesn't.
Actually, no.
doesn't.
If it does per head, they'll include it.
Yes, it does actually.
Yeah,
they will
because
include
we're talking
it.
about if the
Yeah,
venue is provided,
they'll
So
Yeah,
it includes
yeah.
drink. Okay,
We've
fine.
only got 100, yeah.
All right, cool. So what else would we need?
Let's
All right,
tie this up, guys.
my dress, bride's dress, and the bridesmaid dresses.
Yeah.
Bride's dress and the bridesmaid dresses. We are doing 50K all in.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at
Easy.
all. Easy.
Yeah.
Go on, Mims.
Okay, now we're down to the little things. Cake.
Yeah. Oof.
1.5, depending on who you go to.
Just call it 2.
1.5. We're in a castle. Are you okay?
Yeah.
No, but that's the higher end.
5 bags.
We need 5 bags. We need the cake. You need to see it from.
You need to. You know those ones where
From the
they
back,
use
you
a
need to see
sword
the-
to cut it. When
Come
they
on.
use a sword to cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, so 455, right? Go on, Eva. We've got 45 bags left to spend.
No, we can't be in a castle. We need a choir.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
It's a higher choir.
How much did it cost?
The choir that sang for Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Need
much
them
did
to
it
come
cost?
in. No, that's probably 10 bags.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. 10 bags.
Yeah.
465. Castle, we have to arrive in a chopper.
Facts.
I'm joking.
Facts. No, you're right. You're right. Because they'll have a moat. They'll have it.
But we got the cars.
It doesn't matter. The cars are for where we're leaving.
Yeah.
Arrive in
nah.
the chopper.
You arrive in the chopper and then get in the car.
I thought no, because who's getting out in the chopper with the dress that I'm wearing? Not me.
Now you come in the car.
Yeah.
The man arrives in the chopper.
The man
his
arrives in
boys
the
are
chopper
driving
with his-
underneath.
with his best
Then we've got
friend.
the 100K media following in the drone.
Did you
know
not
what I'm
see
trying to
there's
say?
some Asian brother that proposed to his missus and it looked like a wedding? This was just a proposal. He
they go
flew
crazy.
in. He flew in on a chopper.
Well,
Chopper can't be more than 5 bags, though, innit?
Nah, shopper's 5 bags is fine.
Yeah, 5 bags. Right, guys, we got 30K to spend.
hair and makeup.
Oh Lord.
And we're going to the best of the best. I might even have to fly someone in from the US to make sure that their hair is giving.
What are you saying?
So hair and makeup, flights, accommodation for the 2 days as well.
Yeah,
I think about 10K.
Yeah.
easily. Mims, we've got 20 bags to spend.
Oh gosh, what else?
Bro.
do you
Hi,
need
money's
already?
finishing.
Money's done.
No, I don't know, because I was thinking like servers and stuff, but that'll get included in your catering
Oh,
budget and stuff.
we're missing someone.
Oh, wedding planner, coordinator for the day,
Yeah.
because you're not going to be
Okay,
doing
how
it.
much is that?
Yeah.
How much you got left?
20 bags.
For the whole weekend, plus staff, probably 10.
Easily.
Yeah.
E-man, we've got 10 bags. Feel free to spend the whole 10.
If we got, I mean, we got to have the host, right? So
MC.
I was going to say
So-
we're missing someone very key.
So for me, if it's in the castle, we gotta get the best of the best. We gotta go A dot and Fully Fresh.
Jeez.
We got to have both of them.
Tag team.
Tag
Yeah,
team.
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Yeah, Peckhams finest.
How much are we on?
We even have to plead with our brothers. Say, take the 10 bags.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah,
Please,
5
only.
bags each.
Only.
A dot, folly.
Allow us.
Please,
We're
man,
missing.
5 bags each.
We can't because we're missing another key person.
We have to spend that one though. Who's the key person? We have to go over.
DJ.
No, we
No,
have to
DJ
spend that one.
included.
DJ.
Did we?
Yeah,
media.
Media. Oh, okay. Then
DJ.
give him the bag then.
Yeah,
Well,
they got-
that's
it.
how you spend 500k on a wedding. You already know we've done it here, so it's possible. Proof of concept.
It's
Come on.
insane, but it is
It's
possible.
But people spend a lot of weddings nowadays, don't it?
No, trust me. But we got to ask you guys the question that everybody at home wants to know. What's it like being married to us?
Yeah, man.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Fantastic. Yeah.
What's
There's
it
never
like?
a dull
Fantastic.
moment.
You said it like, we go away, we do content, we're on TV, we're doing this.
Nah, do you know
People
what?
are messaging all the time where you have to share your... Talk about it.
Do you know what? I legit, like, if I could have got married sooner, I would have. And like, when I say that, not in terms of like anything that we have, just the time. Does that make sense? Because I feel like the time that we have together is lit. Like, I actually can't imagine like my life without you. And we've been together for near enough 14, 15 years now. And I feel like, and we've been married 5 years. And I just feel like life is lit. It's genuinely lit. And outside of like, it's difficult because I feel like, obviously with our platform, there's always a misconception that you have this perfect life. You guys probably
Yeah.
might feel the same as well. And some people may feel like, oh, this is fake. They can't genuinely be this happy. Like, no, I am happy. Do you get what I mean? Like, I am happy. And I'm happy on the days that are simple as well.
Yeah.
I'm happy on the days that it doesn't involve us doing anything dramatic or glamorous or anything outside of the work that we do or the TV stuff that he does. Like, it is lit. And a lot of that comes from, I feel and have always felt that you understand me. And we have a foundation, like we have a core like friendship. Like nothing comes above him ever. Even down to like the kids. And I remember reading that in scripture where it was like your husband first, your kids. And it's like, but them kids, like, they ain't gonna, like, if I'm not there for them constantly, to even little things like, how are they gonna eat without me? How are they gonna sleep without me? How are they gonna do? And it's not even the physical aspect of putting your kids first. If he doesn't come first, nothing in our household will operate.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Down to even the kids being okay. Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean? So it's, for me, it's like the best thing that I ever did. And if there was a chance to ever go back and redo my life, I would have everything the same, but would have just married earlier.
Jeez. Oh,
Come on.
compliment. I feel
That's
the
a
same.
wonderful
I
compliment.
feel the same. Marriage is lit.
It's
I love what you
lit.
said about the simple times.
Yeah.
Simple times sometimes can be the most memorable ones. Like, you don't have to go out, could be in the house and just have a good time. And it's good to be able to reflect on those things as well.
No, definitely. And I think like with Eman, we've grown so much since when we got married till now. And I think that thing you said about understanding each other, and don't get me wrong, we've had to go to therapy for certain things because we have so much varying different how we were brought up. Like here, we're polar opposites in how we brought up. And I think we had to realize that for us to progress in our marriage, we have to understand that we can't bring each other's past into our marriage. We have to make our own future, our own present, our own future.
Yeah.
And yes, we can bring certain things from each, but if we're going to grow as a family, we have to take the best of that, put it together and create our own little world.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I will say, like, Iman does this thing, like if he goes out and he goes to a petrol station, without a shadow of a doubt, I know I'm coming home to a bar of chocolate. It's the smallest thing. Like, I don't even have to ask. He would just be like, I know I'll get a Twix and she'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
And I think, like, sometimes, like you say, people romanticize it and think you need the big gifts and stuff. It's not that. The little things are what count more than the big things. And I think he's very good at, like, yesterday he went to the petrol station and came on with a bottle of Serrano. He was like, there you go, have a drink. I didn't ask. Do you know what I mean? It's just little things that just think, oh, he's thinking about me.
You know why? Because when we used to go out, I used to take out all the time. She always ordered Deserano and cranberry juice. I had to go to a club for time. I was like, let me buy Deserano and cranberry juice. I've had the yard.
I love that.
Facts. It's nice, man. It's nice and it's good to reflect. Another one of the things that Mims kind of put in there, she said, let's get into some personal things. So she said, not personal, but kind of like cutesy stuff in it. So is there a song that reminds you about your other half?
I have two.
Go on.
I have.
One of them is While We're Young, probably, isn't it?
Yeah. While We're Young.
Marriage song.
That's our
What do you
wedding
call it?
song.
First dance.
First dance song, yeah.
Who picked your first dance song? Mims. And did you have any? Oh, nice.
Aww.
Did you know it before?
No, I never know that. No, I don't know that.
So funny.
No, I don't know that.
So funny. Maybe we'll never have like a. She said what first dance song she was. I was like, ah, cool.
Why would I ever heard
Do you
that?
feel like sometimes I'm gonna go for the tangent? Do you not have a problem with when your husband agrees too quickly?
Yeah. Because I feel like I haven't put thought into it.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just
You're not
sure.
listening.
You haven't listening. You're not listening.
Maybe we're just short. Or I've listened. I don't want to get into it, but do you have a problem when your husband apologizes too quickly as well? Because at the same time, I might just know I'm wrong. Yeah, sorry.
No,
Yeah, no,
that's,
say that.
no.
What's that?
What's that? It's nonsense.
Thank you.
It's your tone of voice. The way you say certain things is like you're saying it, but you don't mean it.
Nah,
but
I mean everything I say.
But Min's is the same thing. If I say sorry too quickly, because she'll then say, then you knew, so why did you do it in the first place?
Oh, gosh.
Do you understand? If you could say sorry that quickly, you could have, in the moment, you're intelligent enough to know that you shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Well,
no, not necessarily. Sometimes you might be saying sorry after it's been brought to your attention of what you did. And then you say sorry quickly. Because as you're saying, you're digesting that. Do you know what? You're actually right. I could have done it that way. So I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but see, if you would have said, you know what, you're actually right, and then that's different. But you just say, sorry.
That's when I apologize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is people got preconception of the way I am anyway. Yeah, so it's like, I can't help it.
do you know what? He's lucky
always
that I
say-
get him. I get him. I understand him. But the tone sometimes is like, bro. But to be fair, you are a genuine soul.
Thank
You
you.
are
Ah.
a genuine soul. You actually are a genuine soul. So sometimes it's like, why you like just change your tone? Because I know what you're trying to do. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But what was the question?
The first song.
First
First
song.
song. No. Song that reminds you. So While We're Young, today,
While We're Young. Yeah, While We're Young. And then Scissor, Garden.
That's the two that I was going to say. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think our wedding song, every time it comes on, no matter where we are, I'm like, we're dancing. I don't care.
Oh.
You want
Like-
to sing it?
He don't sing it. No, I don't think anyone can sing it but Desiree. But
Why are you laughing?
Or the second one is going to be a Salah Iskaba. Oh, funny that would be Iskaba.
I was going to say the name of the song, right?
God.
But it's by Jeremiah. And it's called, oh God, forgive me. Mommy, sorry, birthday sex.
Oh, gosh,
Okay.
I know.
Every time I hear it, I just think of it about him. I don't know why, but yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
But I don't know if there's a song that he thinks, if he hears, he thinks of me.
Is there a song? There's the Wizkid song I always tell you about that plays, the old school one. What was it called? What is it? I love my baby, my baby.
Love my baby.